Oh Lord. Stop a little. Uh, uh, uh. It wouldn't take too much. Y'all give me a break. Y'all know I'm sick. I don't care who's watching. Uh, 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 uh. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Hey, Pooper Stars. It's your girl, Shay Renee, hosting my comment section, and I want to welcome everybody back to my channel, back to a new show, and back to a new week. Oh my God, let's go. Yeah, playtime over this, the big league. Go! So shout out to that. Happy Friday, y'all. Happy damn Friday. I know that's right, Friday. Man, we missed you. Hold on, y'all. I like to chase too much. Uh, 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 mm. Listen, it's been so hot outside. When I tell y'all, I have not been feeling this weather lately. It's been hot. So prayers, Lord, for everybody that need it outside today, okay? Cause, you know it's hot when you start thinking about, you know, others. For real. That's what I be thinking about every time I'm outside. I'm like, Lord, bless us. Mm, 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 mm. I think they said the month of July was the hottest it's ever been, like ever in life. Child, I can believe it. And August ain't playing. August is right behind it. So anyway, prayers, everybody. Make sure they y'all staying dehydrated. Speaking of staying dehydrated. Well, I feel like I'm out of water. I feel like I just got a sip. That's cold. This is so cold. But anyway, hey y'all. I said, yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Shout out to all my people stars who rock with me. I said, I know that's right. Y'all better get up in here, scoot up in here, and hit the damn like button. I'm in here for you. Yeah. Now, truth is, I'm in here for you. I said, Julia, you know I never make a fool of y'all. Ha! Child, speaking of it being hot and the water and the sip and all that. So y'all scoot up, hit the damn light. I'll be right back. It's your girl, Shay Renee. I'm in the building. Let me go get a sip of water. I don't care who's watching. Child. Anyway, so hey. Child, so Jaidyn Alexis pops back. I said, Jaidyn, now I like you, girl, but oh, Miss Presser girl, where was you at all weekend? You know, truth is, where was you at? I know somebody gonna say it seemed like somebody said Jaidyn was in Vegas. I said, child, I don't believe that. You know, truth is, I don't know if I believe that because the I almost called him Casanat. That little dude that Jaidyn was talking to seems to be talking to another girl. Okay, this is what it is. Yeah, no, truth is. But anyway, hold on, y'all. Child, Jaidyn didn't pop back up. She back now. I said, all right. Child, I said, all right. Jaidyn Schwarzenegger, child. I guess, you know what I'm saying? I guess Debo gone, you know. She back outside putting her chains on and shit, child, popping it. Because I told y'all, Christian Or last weekend, Krishan was about that action. What? Like an actress. Yeah. Somebody, 50 Cent, get on the next film. Uh, uh, uh. Child, she was riding around like Debo. Mm, 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 uh, 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 uh. So shout out to that. Ooh, shout out to that. Now, again, here Jaidyn goes popping it. It is what it is. Like the blow pop folks. That's who Jaidyn need an endorsement with. Yes. Yeah, the truth is get her on the blow pop. Okay, because Jaidyn gonna pop it. But it's I don't know, like I mean, it's confusing. Like, it's confusing. I give it 50-50, cuz it is what it is. One, I like the fact that she going to speak up for herself. It is what it is. So shout out to that. But the flip side of that is, but that's all you want to do is talk? Like literally on the high line. Pretty Ricky. Nah, I said pretty Ricky, Ricky, Ricky. Hey, pretty Ricky, Ricky, Ricky. Please put Jaidyn on the get on the remix. Yeah, now the truth is, get on the remix, because that's all Jaidyn want to do. It's get on the high line. That's all about. So, child. We gonna pretty Ricky, Ricky, Ricky. Hey, pretty Ricky, Ricky, Ricky. um. Oh my goodness! Shout out to Pretty Ricky. Hold on. Yes, y'all scoot up, scoot up, scoot up. Hit the damn like. It's your girl Shay Renee. I'm in the building. And now is your time. I said, now is your time. Come talk that talk with me. Yeah, so shout out to that. Shout out my vatos. Shout out my hoes that's watching me like my vato. Out of bot space photos. Why would you post those? Guess what? Big truck, but I'm a long life posto. That's my shit right there. So shout out to that. Don't tell nobody though. Yeah. Yeah, truth is. I love when she said that though. Why? Because I'm a Texas girl and we rock with Posty. Yeah, now truth is. And then, when I had got my little truck, when I had got my last little truck that was out, I like that. I said, yeah, I like that. I like that. I like that. I sure did, Nikki. So anyway, shout out to Nikki. I said, Nikki, Nikki, Nikki. That's my girl. That's my girl. Yeah, and there'll never be a there ain't just a never be another. So it is what it is. That's why you gotta appreciate. Come on, who I'm talking to? I'm talking to somebody. You gotta appreciate people while they're here. Okay, so shout out to that. Now, anyway, child, I know because I didn't went all the way to the left, everything you own, even me in the box to the left. In the closet, that's my stuff. Yes, if I bought it, you please don't touch. You keep talking that. Okay. Shit. I know one thing. Jaidyn and Lex said she can walk and talk at the same time. And so anyway, child, let's get into some of the things Jaidyn and Lexi had to say because um it is what it is. Like I said, I like Jaidyn, I'm gonna tell y'all what I think about some of the stuff she had to say in just a minute. So shout out to that. I said, yeah, no, just a minute. Hold on. Hold on. So in this clip right here, it says Jaidyn and Alexis responds after Blueface says that their kids are replaceable and he's starting a new family. Yeah, now he said family. A family. Hold on. Hold on. Child, let me play Blueface clip real quick. Hold on.
If you want them to only be your kids, bet you have them motherfuckers. If that's how you want to play it, keep them motherfuckers. I can just go find another bitch that makes some more kids. What the fuck? I don't gotta price match and bargain with you. What the fucking what? If you want them to only be your kids, bet you have them motherfuckers. If that's how you want to play it, keep them motherfuckers. I can just go find another bitch that makes some more kids. What the fuck? I don't gotta price match and bargain with you. What the fucking what?
Okay, that's what Blueface had to say. Hold on. Hold on.
Want them to only be your kid. Like that's the problem with me and my first baby mama right now. She wants to control how I hang out with my kids. Me and her have always had an understanding. Don't have your significant other around my kids, and I won't have my significant other around your kids. Once you break that rule, screw crib. Yeah. Now you got to bring the kids to me. Just don't want to do that. I guess your kids won't have a father because I ain't going to jail, and I'm not dying because you want to control how I hang out with the kids.
Hold on, y'all. He wasn't
She
done.
wants to control. See, that's where women fuck up at.
Where at?
Because while you going your way, trying to get your mind right and get whatever you need to get right for yourself.
Mm-hmm. What's going on?
I'm already with another bitch, making a whole nother family. I know it's sick. I know it's sick, Chuck.
Is that right?
Hey, we can't do what niggas could do. I'm gonna find me another bitch and another kid. You stuck with them kids, and you're gonna have to find a nigga that's gonna have to be stuck with you with them kids.
Mm.
No. I'm finna control the environment, the background, where we're at, where we're going. That's out. What type of shit is that? If you want them to only be your kids, bet you have the motherfuckers. If that's how you want to play it, keep the motherfuckers. I can just go find another bitch that makes some more kids. What the fuck? I don't gotta price match and bargain with you. What the fucking what? I got the game fucked up. Like a bitch finna dirt tell me where I can take my kids. Hell no. That sounds like control. Not controlling me with no kids. I don't give a fuck if it's fucked up. I don't give a fuck if your kids got abandonment issues or what, bitch. Be a better mom.
Mm. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me take a quick break real quick. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. It ain't gonna be that long. Hold on. Y'all make sure y'all scoot up, hit the like button, and jump in my comments. And don't forget to let me know um what you think about what Blueface had to say. Hold on. All right, Pooper Stars, it's your girl Shay Renee, and I'm in the building. If you rock with me and you rock with my content, don't forget to scoot up on me and let me know. Make me know it. Shit, hit the damn like. All right, now anyway, child. Listen, yeah, not like Beyonce say, got some songs on my heart. Okay, now let me just say this real quick before we get into what Jaidyn had to say, and we're gonna get Jaidyn's side of the story. When it comes to what Blueface said, it's kind of sad that like it's just it's always like that with him though. You know, like sometimes he can literally be saying um like things that someone might agree with, but then like I don't know, you know, he just from me, okay, just from my perspective, sometimes I just feel like he can take it too far. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, truth is he can just go too far. And this is one of those instances. Like I agree with him as far as like I me personally, okay, I think parents, co-parents should be grown enough to co-parent and be respectful of the other co-parent. Okay, first things first. I personally believe that. You know what I'm saying? So let's say your baby mama says, listen, don't let your girlfriend paint my daughter nails. I don't like that. She's too young for that. Tell her to find something else to do. They let them paint the Barbie nails. Just don't paint hers anymore. Okay, you know what I'm saying? The baby daddy, hey, have a talk with the girlfriend. Hey, the mama don't like that. Don't do that. You know, it is what it is. Hey, baby daddy, hey, if you, hey, do not. I don't need old boy cutting my baby hair. Okay. Tell old boy I know he in Bible school and he's studying and whatnot, whatnot. But I got that. You know what I'm saying? I got it. I pick him up when he need to be picked up. And I got it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, hey, you feel like you stepping on his toes. Don't cut the baby hair. You okay with that? You okay with not cutting the baby hair? I'm just saying. Well, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I think that co-parents should be respectful of that type of stuff. That's just my personal opinion. Okay, it is what it is. Like if it bothers the parent, what's wrong? You know what I'm saying? It just depends on what it is. Okay. Now, personally, I think if there is no real issues and no real red flags, I don't really think that people, co-parents, should be able to say, hey, I don't want my baby around such and such. You know, I think that that is, you know, how can I put it? I just feel like you're doing too much. You know what I'm saying? When you go to doing all of that, now you're doing too much. You know, personally, that's just how I feel about it. And so I understand what Blueface is saying when he says that. You know, like Don't do too much. You know what I'm saying? In the past, we used to do too much. Now we not doing that no more. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. But I have I have seen instances where some kids' parents don't like how can I put it? It's other concerns. So it's not so much that I don't like the person. It's like the person does X, Y, and Z. Or, even you be doing X, Y, and Z. Y'all be doing X, Y, and Z. The police always at y'all house. Just like different real reasons to like be concerned, and that's the thing. Some co-parents deal with that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. And personally, I think Jaden Alexis probably has some real issues, okay, with Blueface as far as Blueface goes. Um, as far as, you know what I'm saying, his parenting, because let's be real, Blueface do spend time with his kids, but not like that. If that makes sense. Like, yes, we've seen him take them to school and, pick them up and stuff, but it's not like we haven't seen him like have them for the weekend, and stuff like that. It's more so like real little stuff, So I don't know the dynamic of a co-parenting relationship. But I do kind of agree with him when he says Jaden Alexis wants to control too much, and he not really with her being in so much control over they situation no more. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I feel like he finally, speaking up for himself a little bit. However, I think that as a grown up, he owes it to his children. You know what I'm saying? To figure out some some solution, some type of solution for them. You know what I'm saying? So he can get back to seeing his kids. Just to like say, oh well, you want it your way, it's my way or the highway, and forget y'all. That's weird. You know what I'm saying? It's giving weird to me. Yeah, now truth is, it's giving weird. It's also giving what I told y'all once before on one of the shows I touched on, what we was talking about Corey Hogan. Some people, um, no, this is the truth. Some people base their relationship with their child on how it is with the parent. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Yeah, nah, truth is. Let me break that down a little bit more. So like a lot of guys, a lot of dads, it just depends on how they feel about the mother will be, what I'm saying, how they treat the kid. Does that make sense? Um, yeah, no, truth is, it's kind of hard to explain, but yeah, and that's sad though. That's sad because I'm gonna tell you like this. One thing about it, one thing I know, two things for sure. He gonna end up having to get over that and fast. Okay, because the type of temper tantrum, okay, that Blueface wants to have is like, it could fly like for little bitty kids, but his kids are big. You know what I'm saying? His kids are big. He got a son down there about to be in two digits soon. You know what I'm saying? He got a son about to be 10 years old soon. And a daughter probably like 5. They too big for him to be throwing a tantrum and walking out their lives, so to speak. It just is what it is. If they were real little and barely knew who he was and stuff like that, he would have a little bit more room to do something like that. But like now, he don't have to, but he really needs to get his shit together for his kids. It just is what it is. The bottom line is, and I know it can be very, very, very humbling, y'all, for real, because the average person just wants to go on about their life You know what I'm saying? It takes some real strength and maturity to deal with a person that you can't stand. Child, don't I know it? So, y'all make sure y'all check out my co-parenting show. Okay, it's on my other channel though. Commenting with Shay Renee. It's how I feel about co-parenting, like from the rooter to the tutor, in a nutshell. It is what it is. And you know, Jaidyn, let me tell you something. It's crazy too, because one thing that I do say is I feel like the best co-parents, me personally, I do. I feel like the best co-parents are the ones who um view each other like family. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy too because Jaden, Alexis, and Blueface had that. They had that. But the only thing is though, they still like the bump uglies. Yeah, no, truth is they still like the bump uglies. And I don't mean treating each other like family like that. No. No, that's not what I mean. I mean like treat each other like family, like, you know, whatever you do is your business. You know what I'm saying? As long as you good to the kid, to the child. As long as everything is good with the kid, we good. How are you doing? Type ish. Another thing, when you view people like your family, you tend to overlook some of the stuff they do. It just is what it is. That's how I feel about it. But if you looking at them like an op, child, it's over. It's going downhill. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna go downhill. So anyway, like I was saying though, shout out to Jaden Alexis and shout out to Blueface. But this is what Jaden had to say. Um,
If you want that, that's the person that roll me with.
You trying to replace Javon and Journey with that? I feel sorry for you. I'm sad for you. My heart aches. my heart aches for you. Fuck out of here, bitch. There, how am I side bitch to a nigga I don't fuck with or want? The fuck? You talk about my children. What you talking about my children? It's over with. And like I said, that nigga is not my family. They're not my family. Dads are replaceable too. Yeah, they are. Quite literally. How I'm not in the circus, but I'm the most talked about. Confused. I'm just saying. Like, I'm not in the circus, but I'm the most talked about. I'm like trying to. You trying to. I'm pissed. I ain't gonna lie. I'm pissed. My blood is boiling.
Jaden, girl. Girl, she ain't took off her clown shoes yet. I don't know what I don't know where she get that from. She not in the circus.
Sean, like where's my jewelry at? Like, can we ask that? Broke. What the fuck? Have you looked around? Have you ever seen my mattress on the floor?
Hold on, let me start that over.
I'm pissed. I ain't gonna lie, I'm pissed. My blood is boiling. And I think it's really funny how motherfuckers try to try me. Who should I start with first? The two prostitutes or the baby daddy? Who? I really need to know. So let's start with the baby mama. He needs to get that thong out of his fucking ass crack that he be getting busted open by all these bitches talking about me.
Ooh.
Did this motherfucker go on this internet and said my kids are replaceable? I know you're not talking about Javon and Journey. I just know you're not. You better hope on your last day that you're not talking about Javon and Journey. You better not be. My kids will never be replaceable. You tried to replace them with that last baby. Look how that turned out. This baby still won't pop. It'll never be Javon and Pinkface. I'm sorry, it won't be. You're a shitty ass person. You're a disgusting ass person. And I'm sorry. No nigga that's getting knocked out on Hollywood Boulevard can talk to me. I don't talk to niggas like you. You're a bum. You're a loser. Like, I don't talk to niggas like you. What's your issue? I know you're not talking about Javon and Journey. Miss Vega, I know you're not talking about Javon and Journey are replaceable. I would never be stuck with my kids. How would I be stuck with my kids? They're my children. They're a part of me.
All right.
I don't move like you. They're not just something I do on the weekends. That's not it. That's not that for me. I'm sorry if you thought that. My life revolves around my what? You're not a good dad. You're a shitty ass person, a shitty ass dad. You're a shitty ass crip too. Like, if we're gonna be real, you're a shitty ass everything. Shitty ass friend. That's why DDG and them don't fuck with you. Why would DDG show up to your baby shower and you never fuck with him unless you need some? Let's be real. Let's be real. The only people that showed up to your baby shower were the people that you wanted to go out, that wanted to go out for the club afterwards. Let's be real. Are we dissecting shit now? I'm pissed. I ain't gonna lie, I'm pissed. My blood is boiling. And I think it's really funny how motherfuckers try to try me. Who should I start with first? The 2 prostitutes or the baby daddy? Who? I really need to know.
Jaidyn. Woo. Baby, Jaidyn was hot. Yeah. She was hot. I don't know. This is my thing. Hold on.
I'm pissed. I ain't gonna lie, I'm pissed. My blood is boiling.
You know, I feel it all. I feel her. Listen, Jaidyn said that like it was really, 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 really important to her that Blueface be in her kid's life. You know, I think she said her relationship with her dad wasn't the best, so she wanted to make sure that history didn't repeat itself. You know, so that's why she has been the type of co-parent that she has to Blueface. Not to mention though, Jaden and Alexis has been like a lot of first time mothers, you know, with one baby daddy. You know, they're in a relationship with a guy, they have his baby, you know, um, they break up, but they continue to mess around, you know, and that now they don't really know what it is. You know, they don't know really know what to call it because they're not really together because it's not like it used to be, you know, exclusive, but they still messing around. So honestly, I think Jaden has been so confused up until this point. You know, it is what it is. Truth is. Now, she's now, like I told y'all, Jaden is definitely further ahead than Krishan, though. Period. It is when it comes to Blueface. Meaning, she done already felt the pain that Krishan is feeling right now. You know, she felt it when he brought Krishan along. Um, you know, she had to mourn what they had then. But again, it's been confusing to Jaden because she's still been messing with Blueface. So to me, those same feelings that she had for him, that she been having for him since they was younger and when she was his girlfriend, they haven't left. They still real raw, okay? And so, like, yeah, we witnessing her, like, ultimately, like, break things off for real, for real. She's trying. Um, with her childhood sweetheart, you know, it is what it is. Um, and of course, if Jaden would have never quit, if Jaden wouldn't have never started back sleeping with him when he got out of jail, she would have been further along. But it is what it is. Remember, she tried to leave him in jail. I mean, she did. They was not messing around when he went to jail. You know, things they were not on good terms. So it is what it is. Jaden messed up because she kept sleeping with him. So it is what it is. Like whether she want to admit it or not, like literally, she kind of like going through a breakup. You know what I'm saying with Blueface. She don't, you know, I know she probably don't look at it like that, but truth is, you know, they going through a breakup, both of them, and they both crashing out. Yes, put them in COB. Yeah. Over there with all of them. They crash out boys. Jaidyn too. She wanna do all this N word, N word, N word talk. It is what it is. She fit in with the COB people. Uh so anyway, but yeah. So Jada and Alexis, she went in. And then, the girls have been talking about her kids though. Who was that? Krishan spoke about it. And then Nevaeh did too. Okay. Cause remember I was just saying that like Nevaeh seems like she cool with him not seeing the kids. You know what I'm saying? She seems like she all about her kids. And she addressed that. She said she not. You know what I'm saying? She said she do talk about his kids, and she said I forgot how she put it, but you could tell she really didn't want to speak on it. But it seemed like she was trying to say like she want to meet them. Basically, she want to meet them. She wants them to be a blended family with her and Blueface. That's kind of what Nevaeh was kind of sort of seemingly trying to say. So Jaden and Alexis went off on her. She said, "Bitch, we'll never be friends." And now what happened to all of that? Start with straight shots and then pop bottles, bitch. She Jaden and Alexis said, keep that same energy. And I love that though. I do. I love that for her. It is what it is. Because Nevaeh did have a lot to say while pregnant. It just is what it is. Let me see. Let me see if I can find some clips of Jada talking to the girls.
You tried to replace them with that last baby. Look how that turned out. This baby still won't pop. It'll never be Javon and Pinkface. I'm sorry, it won't be. You're a shitty ass person. You're a disgusting ass person. Area 744, Ray London. You have a newborn in the next room, and you're sitting there talking about me. I haven't talked to you in months. It's literally going to be 2 months in a week or two. Like, I don't talk to you, bro. What's your problem? What's your issue? I know you're.
But see, I don't. This is crazy because I told y'all it like. Jaden going off on him like she didn't spark all this up. She sparked it up. She act like somebody asked her a question. Would she ever talk to him again? And she was like, eventually, yeah. Like eventually we gotta talk, And his mama was saying, like, come on now, it's been long enough. To me, I told y'all they was acting like don't be forgetting about these kids you already got because you got this new baby. I told y'all that's how they was acting. Um, I also told y'all if it was me personally, I wouldn't have gave his ass the satisfaction.
Me, talk about my kid, and you so worried about me. You need to be worried about that bitch. I don't want that man. Y'all got it. I don't care. He so ran through and so down bad. I would never want a nigga like that. Like I don't even care no more. Like that's where y'all blew it at. Y'all over here worried about me, and I don't want that man. He literally is like even if it was on my deathbed, I wouldn't be.
Okay, she's. Oh, I'm trying to find a clip. Yeah, see, the mama talking about, the kids been looking for him, asking for him. They think he back in jail, which personally, I think Carlissa should be encouraging him. Yeah. Let's talk about it. I do. Um, Jaden and Alexis, though, however, I wouldn't give his ass the time of the day. It is what it is. Let him do him, you know? Because, like, me personally, I feel like you gotta mean what you say and say what you mean.
They want to know if I would ever talk to my baby dad again. I mean, obviously, I feel like there has to be a conversation eventually in life. Well, that's on his end. I feel like we're good over here. But I also feel like I'm not gonna reach out and tell you to be a dad. You have to want to be a dad. So if you don't want to be a dad, then that's on you, because my kids aren't missing anything. Like, they are very happy. Like, but and Javon's in fourth grade. He's 9 years old. He's gonna be 10 years. Like, think back when you were 9 and 10, how much you knew and recognized. Like, I can recall all when I was 9 and 10, what happened with my mom and all that. So it's not like if it's they're not missing much. Clearly.
So you heard her though. That's what he was responding to. His response was, "Listen, if you gonna keep me from the kids, then keep me from the kids. They yours now." You know what I'm saying? That's how he basically responded. Um, she was telling them they had to keep that same energy though. Both of them, and she's still talking about Krishan, baby, a little bit, a little bit. Not like that. Not like she was. She ain't popping it like she was, but yeah, she definitely still popping it. I said, oh yeah. But at the end of the day, child, that's one person that we know Krishan ain't training for. Cause yeah, Jay don't wanna do nothing but spit box, okay? Seemingly. So anyway. But I'm trying to see if I can find this one last clip of Jaidyn talking to Krishan there.
What's her name? The bitch that looked like a fucking boy? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how you talking about I'm broke and I'm this and that. You live in a 2-bedroom apartment in Baltimore. Let's Google that.
Hold on. She told Krishan her bed was on the floor. She went off. Yeah, I said that. She said you tried replacing me with that other baby and you see how that went. Like I be wondering what Jaden be thinking. I be wondering what his family be thinking as far as like Krishan baby go. to me, to me, they lean more towards it is his baby more than it ain't, you know. But Carlissa just said, child, they too much. Yeah, nah, they too much chili. Let me tell y'all this though. Uh, I don't know why I can't. I don't know why I couldn't find Jade and Alexis talking to them girls. It's annoying, but it's all good. I'm have to get my ish together. Yeah, no, truth is. Um, but anyway, ain't gonna bust a grape. I like Jaden. I told y'all, Jaden is the flyest one of them out of me. Yeah, now mirror, mirror, they ain't really messing with Jaden. You know, she was popping it, getting her hair done. As she talking, is she sitting there getting her hair done? But like, yeah, now, and you know, for a California girl, yeah, Jada got some swag on her. So anyway, shout out to her, shout out to that. But she, yeah, what I guess she don't want to break a nail because she ain't finna get out there and do ish. Okay. So anyway, shout out to all of that. Now, Krishan has gotten quiet, a little quiet. You know what I'm saying? She been back into her boxing bag, which I'm glad finally, child, cause Krishan had, you know, it's really sad to see, but like Blueface has really like dragged her back in to, like his environment. And you can tell, child, she was basically like obsessing over the situation, just talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking about it. But she has finally settled down and quiet down a little bit. And honestly, I feel bad for Krishan at times because I personally think that like he just plays out on her top. It is what it is, and she knows better. However, she still lets him. Um, but I did want to respond to some of the things that I was seeing on the internet that people were saying about Krishan. Like somebody was saying Krishan thinks she's winning. Um I personally I don't think she thinks she's winning. I don't. I just think that she thinks a lot of the stuff that's going on with Nevaeh is funny, especially because Blueface just really hasn't changed that much. Like he has literally taken this girl through the same stuff as Krishan, like step by step, for real, step by step. So I don't think she thinks she's winning in the situation. I just think that she feels like she's in a better position than Nevaeh, which Christina's gone. You know what I'm saying? She kind of is. Um, she kind of is, cause she is gone. She's not in the position getting talked crazy to and ran all over no more. You know what I'm saying? She kind of like us. She's looking in from the outside. Her problem is, child, she wants to actually go back. Okay, that's her problem. But anyway, I don't think she thinks she winning though. Uh, Plus y'all know she did say it's drag season. Okay, it is what it is. She said it's drag season, and she um is really like wanting to drag Nevaeh for everything she been doing. Which for me personally, I'm like, what's called it definitely gave her a reason to. It just is what it is. Uh, mm, yeah, now truth is, Nevaeh been picking. Okay, she had so much to say about them women when she didn't have to say nothing, like nothing at all. So it is what it is. I'm old school. They got an old school saying too. You make your bed, you gotta lay in it. That's what they say. So anyway, it is what it is. Um, Now, do I want to see Krishan get herself in some trouble behind the veil? Absolutely not. Okay, it ain't worth it. It is what it is. Keep stepping and keep boxing, holding hands. Okay. uh let me just say this real quick though. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. This is what I want to tell y'all about Jaidyn and Alexis though. Some people said that they want Jaidyn to quit talking about Blueface, period. I kind of do too. I would love that for Jaidyn and Alexis. I would love that for her kids. It just is what it is. And that's why I was saying, she says she's not a part of the circus, but she's being talked about. Jaidyn, you are a part of the circus. And the only way to not be a part anymore is to separate yourself. The problem is with that though, I don't think Jaidyn would be making the same money that she is making if she leaves the circus. But it's up to her. Because, Jaidyn does have a following. Meaning people like her for different reasons. She got her little cooking stuff she do. Jaidyn makes music. Listen, I feel like she can build her numbers back up over time, but it just is what it is. The circus is what's making Jaidyn money right now. Okay, so it is what it is. So, in other words, to me personally, Jada has to be smart about it. Okay, just like I feel like with Christian, if you're gonna do it, but take your emotions out of it. Yes, please. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Call up the drama coaches and get the acting, bitch. The truth is, that's how I feel about it. Run this shit in the ground, okay? I be making so many boatloads of money here. Blueface would be mad. Man, truth is, I would milk this shit till it's gone. Milk the cow. I milk the damn cow. Why not? It is what it is. Why not? Because like she said, people talking about her anyway. So it is what it is. But like, not if, but it, oh, it's hard to explain. But like, if it's gonna be messing with your blood pressure, or your criminal record, then no, I don't recommend none of it. It is what it is. Then I would agree with the people, and just I tell her to just walk away. Period. But it's like, I don't know. I just feel like it's still a bag on the table for Jaidyn when it comes to the circus. And I don't know if she necessarily wants to walk away from that because, she does have kids to feed. Okay. And, if anybody is entitled to a check, okay, coming from the damn circus, it's going to be her kids. Okay. So shout out to that. So I just want to say that, y'all, okay, about Jaidyn and Alexis. Um, Yeah, what's called should have never been talking about nobody. That's how I feel about it. Nevaeh. Nevaeh could have just, you know what I'm saying? Just been the new girl and that's that. But I get it. That to me they all talk about each other. So it is what it is. For me, it's always the kids. It's the kids for me. Leave the kids out of. Somebody was saying that they be hating when they hate when stuff happens to Jaidyn, but they laugh when it happens to Krishan. The internet. I kind of agree with that. I do. And it's crazy and it's sad to me. Yeah. Truth is. And like I said, people just to me, I'm a type of person I pay attention to patterns. Like Blueface, he exposes his hand a lot, if you ask me. Just like he was talking about abandoning women. He said he will abandon a girl and her baby in a minute. And I said, oh, you mean like how you did Krishan? I don't know. But they definitely, like nobody really cares the way he treats Krishan and her son. But I think it's because that man has really convinced the internet that is not his child. And I'm just not that convinced. Truth is, I'm just really, really not that convinced. But I will say this. How I think we'll know if that is Blueface's baby or not 10, 15, 20 years from now. If Blueface is still in dealings with Krishan, that's how we'll know. Okay. Truth is. Because even Nevaeh is definitely trying to get the truth out of Blueface. You can tell. Truth is you can tell. Because like I said, she gets so upset when Krishan comes around. And it's, I think, she keeps saying, like, she didn't ask them, is that your baby? Is that your baby? You claiming the baby? Is it Ronnie's baby? That's Ronnie's baby, ain't it? Her kid, the kid, her kid, the kid. She keeps pressing him, okay? Because I think she's like, why is she around? You know what I'm saying? If she's not your baby mama, why is she around? You know? And it's just crazy. Um, but nobody questions anything that this man says. Even when, he says that he has four baby mamas and two kids. Oh, so you claim her as a baby mama. You just don't claim her kid. It's a lot. Nobody pays attention to the shit that he be putting out there, but I do. Okay, I pay attention to all of it, and like, yeah, I can agree with the internet about them feeling like, when it's Jaidyn's turn, everybody's sad. When it's Krishan's turn, they laughing. That's how I feel about it, and it really is sad to see. It is, because I don't understand. Not like no child is more privileged than the other. I mean, let's be real. Um, Somebody said that Blueface is allegedly bipolar. And that's why his mama be all in his business. I said, now listen, I don't know. Y'all know I'm here, I'm there, everywhere to get the damn tea. But I don't know that. Okay. I just don't know how true that is. But I can honestly say, I was listening to him. Like, I mean, really listening to some of the stuff that he was saying just recently. Child, I'm talking about them clips when he was in that black, a goddamn muscle shirt. And it was definitely giving something, something. He would say something and then say something. Okay, like for instance, so confusing. This is what he said. He said, one of the main things that I don't like about Krishan is, though, she thinks like a man. And I don't need nobody that's gonna think like no man. I need somebody that's a little bit more calming. More calm and feminine. That's what he was basically saying. And then he said, I'm not leaving my girl for nobody. I mean, a woman would have to qualify. In order for a woman to qualify for me to even entertain her like that, she would have to be with no dudes for 6 months straight, watching me be with other women before I could even entertain something like that. Before she wouldn't even qualify if she got messed with other men. And he was like, Krishan. Somebody said, do Krishan qualify? He was like, yeah, Krishan qualifies. She qualified. How she qualified, but you don't see. So you know what that lets me know, Krishan, you gotta quit acting so manly. You know what I'm saying? You gotta quit thinking so manly. He didn't even say acting. He said she thinks like a man. Which he already know. Anything that he says, Krishan will tighten up on. He told her he told her that she was he said that his baby mamas was mid, and Jaidyn Alexis went and got another dude, and Krishan went and got busy in the gym. Child, you can't make this up. Krishan went and got summertime fine, and all he had to do was tell his chat. So in other words, I just feel like, it's just it's mixed signals. The man is crazy. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I don't know if he's bipolar, okay? But according to the internet, somebody said they think he is. That's why his mama be all in the business like she do. I said, well, it could. Again, I don't know. I don't know, and I'm sure I know Doctor. Shout out to Doctor Brian. Yeah, I'm not no doctor. And unfortunately, Dr. Brian can't talk to Blueface now. You know what I'm saying? She done got a this scandal. She done got into this scandal child. So it is what it is. We somebody can ask him. you know, at his next interview. Somebody can definitely ask him. It is what it is. But like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how true that is. But I will say that, like, based off of some of the way that his big brother acts, I mean, because the big brother, um, his big brother, I I don't always understand him. Mm, mm. Truth is, but anyway, let's continue. Okay, and then as far as Nevaeh babies goes, I want to read this comment that I keep seeing a whole lot. I said, "Oh, this reminds me of Krishan, baby." Y'all remember y'all said that? Y'all said not a moment of peace since he's been here. I keep seeing that comment over and over and over and over. I said, "Oh, that reminds me of Krishan, baby." They said that. But Krishan baby was everywhere. She had her baby everywhere. At least Nevaeh's baby is a little different because he's inside, but he is everywhere. He over her lap, over his lap, over her lap, over his lap, on her chest, on his chest, on her chest. Hey, Superior, on his chest, back on his lap, on her lap, on his lap. And it is what it is. That's her baby. Every uh mom, okay, will be different. So shout out to the baby though, who seems to be getting lots of love. I said, I know that's right. Yes, love them, love on them while you can, cause yeah, we all know just they get big so quick, before she know it, he finna be 1 month, boy, no, 2 months, 3 months, just oh my God. But congratulations to them again. Now I did want to say this though about the circus before I get out of here. Honestly, I think the circus is really its strongest with all the members, truth is. And I think that if Blueface was really, really smart, right, he will begin to orchestrate it, a little bit better. Now, see, right now, I feel like he controlling stuff, but he don't really know it, like unbeknownst to him in a way, So, like, for instance, to me, he knew that he knew that what he said was gonna get a response from Jaidyn. He knew that. So, like, stuff like that. But I think personally he can go even further with it and do better. Personally, I think he can, and I think he should, because in my personal opinion, like I said, I think that it is stronger with all of his members. Truth is, like, he is only as good as the acts, okay, the other clowns. It just is what it is. No clown is better than the other. Truth is, I know they think so, and I do think that some clowns bring in more ratings than others, but it is what it is. I personally, I think that I think they have to take they need to strike it while it's hot, stay on it while it's hot, and I just think that I don't know. I don't know. Cause again, this is real. It's supposed to be real life, but child, they gotta get in they scripting bag. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's talk about it. Truth is, because personally, for me, I fall off on the circus when there's no Christian. Yeah, let's talk about it. Truth is, I don't think that Nevaeh and Blueface are entertaining enough to keep the circus going alone. Them alone. I don't. Maybe Blueface will add on a new clown, and get the party back jumping. But right now, for me personally, it's Krishan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, truth is, yeah. He's gonna really need Krishan. Um, and but I again it's the emotions. It just I don't know, y'all, cause Lord, y'all want the truth. I feel two ways about it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, get the money. Get the money while y'all can. But at the same time, I mean, script it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Make it scripted though. Because, for instance, I don't want to see Holy Hands in jail. Yeah, nah. What type, like, take the what and lead the what? Like, I would hate for something like that to happen to Krishan. That's not, um, that. Like, nah, that ain't worth, none of this is worth her freedom, And if Krishan, like, really can't say, okay, I'm in. You know what I'm saying? I'll do it for the money. Then now, you know what I'm saying? If she gonna be on some no, cause I really wanna be with you when I like hell no, just cancel the shit now. Truth is, that's how I feel about it. Cause I personally I don't think that like uh I don't think that real stuff should be exploited, if that makes sense. It is what it is. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but yeah, y'all know what I'm getting at though. It's kind of hard to look at stuff like this and view it as entertainment. Like, for instance, The Polygamist. The Polygamist, you know what made The Polygamist a great show? It was fake. You know, it was scripted. That's what made it really, 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 really dang on good. Um, so yeah. I think, the circus and all its members have to keep that in mind. But I also think that, like, these young people, listen, these young people got all these eyes on them, and I feel like they should be taking fledged, full fledged advantage of it, every single one of them, all of them. But, like, let's be real. Mm, um, it really does. It needs Christian. It does. It needs Christian to be lit like that. But I be paying attention to both of them, and I feel like Blueface numbers are higher with her, and her numbers are higher with him. So what we doing? But ultimately they okay. Like Krishan can definitely just like never talk to Blueface, never associate with the circus again, and still be good. All of them can do that. All of them could do that. But I feel like it's too soon for that, if that makes sense. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Peter them. I say that all the time. It reminds me of Peter, Amina, and Tara. To me, Peter, Amina, and Tara, like, they ended their storyline, like, to me, prematurely. Like we were still invested in them. We still want to see the mess with them, and they just stopped it. They just walked away and went back to their normal lives. Like we were nothing. Child. Yeah, they did. It is what it is. But yeah, y'all. As far as Christian them though, they have been really, really entertaining. But again, I feel like they need each other. Cause like, Blueface was like, hold on, y'all, hold on, hold on. Y'all scoot up, hit the like button. Hold on, I'll be right back. All right, y'all. Anyway, I'm back. Yes. I said yes, y'all. Oh, yeah, yes, y'all. But I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here, cause I came outside Conquer, child, and it ain't that much going on in these internet streets today. I forgot I wanted to talk to y'all about Clarissa Shields a little bit. Had I had I remembered that I want to talk to y'all about Clarissa Shields, I wouldn't have um talked about the circus, okay, as long as I did. But anyway, um, shout out to everybody involved in uh the circus though. Even the ones that be talking about other people's kids, which is not cute. Baby, that is not cute and that is not a good look. I definitely think that y'all need to find something else to do when it comes to stuff like that. Okay, it just is what it is, especially because y'all want to constantly talk about this girl. I mean, the girl's child, but y'all can't even. Okay. Y'all can't even let me see. Hello? like that little song. Mink, 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 mink. Child, I cry. But anyway, I just thought I'd let y'all know what's going on, baby. Let y'all know that Jaidyn then came back outside. She said, I'll be back out. I'll be talking again. So anyway. But yeah, y'all. I said yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Don't forget to hit the like button and have a good weekend, y'all. I will guess I'll see everybody on my next video.